Hi Cheese Club. This week our cheese is called Dunbarton Blue from Raleigh Cheese House. So here is our cheese, and you can see not too terribly big. And I've opened up the label here so that you can see this is a nice, beautiful, natural rind. And then if you see these little holes, can you see right here, right here, right here? So that's actually how they make this into a blue cheese. So with this style of cheese, and probably the vast majority of blue cheeses, you'll make your cheese doing all the normal kind of stuff, warming up the milk, adding your cultures. But instead with blue cheese, you'll add blue cultures, and there are a couple different options that you can use. You make your wheel of cheese, and then at that point, no blue activity. But then you take some sort of needle, something that pierce. You'll see ones that are individual ones, one that's like a whole press that creates a bunch of different holes. And along those holes, those pathways, oxygen comes in, kind of stirs awake the blue mold, and starts to grow. So you'll see in your pieces, there'll be long, kind of piercing strips of blue. And that's where the oxygen came in, that the noodles got poked. About this cheese, so Chris Raleigh from Raleigh Cheese House, he's a 4th generation cheesemaker. His great grandfather came from Switzerland, passed along within the family, was within Wisconsin, more of a commodity cheesemaking plant that shut down in the 90s, particularly the economic pressures of just the cheap yield that commodity farmers get on their cheddars and their quantity cheeses. And then Chris, knowing those skills from his family, reopened the dairy in the early 2000s. And instead of a commodity plant, he made it into something that was like cranking out beautiful artisanal cheeses. And he also has a milk hauling business, so he's able to go around and see and make sure the quality of his milk is, top notch. So this cheese, Dunbarton Blue, oh, it's such a beloved cheese for me. This kind of mimics, there are some English cheddars that are traditional, that are big wheels of cheese, and often the cheesemaker or the people transporting them drop them, and it creates these fissures within the cheddar. And if you remember how blue cheese is made, along those air channels, blue grows. So Chris, when he made this cheese, he was trying to intentionally recreate those beautiful English cheddars with strips of blue running through. And I think he did just such an incredible job. Pairings wise, I'd go like cognac, bourbon, a dark beer, but things like caramelized walnuts, figs, candied figs. You can just go in all sorts of different directions. For the faint of heart, around blue cheese in particular, I love this as a beginner and maybe something that might convert you into a bigger blue fan. So enjoy this one. It's really, really beautiful cheese.